All right. Well, hello everyone. Hope you are all able to see me and hope y'all are having a good Friday. I apologize for being a couple minutes late. Had to jump on the phone really quick with someone, but we are going to go ahead and get started since it is time. Thank you guys so much for showing up. We are going to be covering Facebook ads for remodeling contractors. And so that's what we are going to be talking about today. We've got a full PowerPoint presentation that we're going to go over. And this is all going to be actionable steps. Okay. This, what we believe in and what I teach are actionable steps. I know that you guys, most of you are, just remodeling contractors, or you work at a company for remodeling contractors and you don't have a lot of experience in digital marketing, and that is completely okay. It took me, I've been doing this for about 6 years now. I'm 30 years old. I've been doing it for about 6 years, and it's taken me a long time to just, figure out all of this stuff here. So we believe in actionable steps. So we are going to go ahead and jump right in and get this started. Thank you so much for showing up here. And to those who are watching the replay, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy the fall design here that we have, and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So again, thank you guys so much for showing up here. I really do appreciate it. So this webinar is going to be all about a good Facebook ad strategy for your remodeling business. Okay. So Facebook ads are a good option, but in some ways they're not a good option. It all depends on your strategy. Okay. You can get leads from Facebook, but there needs to be a good strategy behind that. And we're going to talk about exactly what that strategy is today. So really quickly here, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about the purpose of advertising, what Facebook ads are for and what they are not for, or what they should not be for. All of this is all just my opinion and what my recommendation. So you don't have to, this isn't law. And then we're going to be talking about the strategy that I recommend for all my remodeling clients and for you. Then we're going to be talking about how to properly retarget your customers. So sneak peek there. And then we're going to be talking about budget, timeline, a few other things, a couple of disclaimers even about working with Facebook ads. And then we'll sum it all up and we will be done. So I do want to let you guys know. Well, first off, so why should you care? Why should you be listening to me? So I own an agency, a marketing agency called Remodel Reach Marketing. We serve only remodeling contractors, and we're a full service agency. So you may have seen one of my replays, one of my webinar replays. We go over SEO, Google ads. Our last one was on local service ads. And so we do it all. We do it all for our remodeling clients. We have 7 years of digital marketing experience, 6 or 7 years of marketing experience, and I'm a member of the of NARI, NKBA, and recently the NAHB. So I'm excited to get started there. And so just jumping right in here. So quick disclaimer: Facebook ads should not be the only digital marketing that you are doing. Okay. If you've seen any of my past webinars, you will know I don't recommend any one particular strategy as the only strategy. You heard me say this with Google ads, local service ads, with SEO, with website. If you have all of these pieces together, it will create a coherent, good marketing plan. But if you're doing only one things, or maybe even two of these things, you will find holes and gaps in your overall strategy. So you need to make sure that you're doing at least, you have a good website, you've got a good SEO presence, and then you're doing some advertising, or you have a strong following on your social media, and then you're doing some advertising. So you really don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. Okay. So Facebook ads are a great option, but you really have to make sure you have the right strategy, because you can waste a lot of money and a lot of time on the wrong clients, on the wrong leads if you do not have the right strategy. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is the purpose of advertising for your remodeling business? You know, most remodelers focus and rely to a certain degree on referrals, and that's okay. You know, that's how most remodelers grow their business. You know, that's the highest quality lead possible, right? You know, the conversion rate on referrals is like through the roof, right? Almost like 80%, 90% maybe even. And so that's great. But if you want to grow, if you want to exceed and meet your goals, if you say, hey, I want to take my $2 million remodeling company to 3 million and we're capped out on referrals, we're not getting any more, then you've got to do something else. You've got to do something on top of the referrals, not neglect the referrals, right? You don't want to forget about them, obviously, but you might need to start branching out and saying, okay, what else can we be doing? Okay. And so that's where advertising comes in. So now, when it comes to advertising itself, specifically for remodelers, it's easy to increase your leads quickly. Okay. So you can drop, $5,000 a month on Google Ads or especially on Facebook ads, and you can get a lot of interested people. But the quality of those leads are typically going to be low. Okay. And so our job, your job, if you're doing this for your company, is to find the correct leads while using the right strategy, using the proper strategy to find the right leads. This will save you money. This will save you time. This will save you effort in trying to, having multiple phone calls with people saying, "Hey, how much do you charge, and how fast can you get it done in a week?" And that kind of thing. So we want the right type of clients. Okay, so remodeling contractors typically have a long sales process, right? So some people, they might come in contact with your business, they might see your ad, they might look for information and go to your website, but they might not be ready for a year, for 2 years, right? For months at a time. And so we have to stay in front of those people who have searched, who have gotten into contact with your company in some way. All right. And so customers are not going to just stumble upon your ad and be ready to move forward immediately. Okay. So if someone is scrolling through Facebook, jumping ahead here a little bit, if someone is scrolling through Facebook and they've never heard of you, they've, all that Facebook and all that we know about them is that they're a homeowner. They're most likely not going to click on your ad, go to your landing page, fill out the form, take calls with you, schedule the estimator to come out and go through your sales process. The likelihood that that's going to happen is pretty low. Okay. So again, that's why we need to have the right strategy. And the strategy is retargeting. Okay. So Facebook is very good at retargeting. And so again, retargeting is making sure, let me make sure everything's okay. So retargeting is making sure that you are getting in front of your customers that have already expressed some type of interest. Okay, so we're not just showing your ads to anybody in your service area who's a homeowner. Okay, we are deliberately creating ads to reach back out to those customers who have shown some type of interest already. Okay, so I jumped ahead there a little bit. And again, everything we're trying to do is just trying to avoid the tire kickers. We're trying to avoid the time wasters and those kinds of people. But let's get into it here. All right. So what are Facebook ads for? So think about it. What do people go to Facebook for? They're going to keep up with their friends, look at their, niece's birthday pictures, look at prom pictures, look at maybe even look up local business info, find, what time the gym hours open, if there's any updates at their local church or whatever, Facebook Marketplace, and essentially just to stay informed and even waste time, just scroll through mindlessly. They're not there to see ads. Okay. They're not actively searching for anybody's service most likely. Okay. So they might be looking up like a restaurant or like a restaurant's, trying to make a reservation or whatever. But if people are just normally just going to Facebook, checking updates, scrolling through Marketplace, they're most likely not wanting to see any type of ad, not just yours, but any type of ad. And so we'll get we'll touch back on this later towards the end here. Um, but again, we are the goal here. So I'm jumping ahead. So this can lead to the following. So people just not wanting to see your ads, just not necessarily going on Facebook to get ads from local businesses or any businesses. It can lead to low quality leads. Okay. It can lead to window shoppers. So people who just kind of want to feel you out, well, how much you do for a bathroom, oh, that's way too much. I only have $1,000. But this does lead to retargeting opportunities. Okay, so as you can probably tell, I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook for just direct lead generation. Okay, but for retargeting, I think it's the first place you should go for retargeting. Okay, and so we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into the strategy itself. And that strategy is retargeting. So again, retargeting is showing ads and getting back in front of people who have expressed some type of interest. Okay. So they've come to your website once. Okay. They've come to your website. They've followed you on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else, anywhere that you can generate and see and build a following. That's someone that you can use for retargeting. Customer lists. So lists that you've built over time, hopefully, if you have a CRM, something that gathers in followers and people who have um, maybe submitted a form before, maybe called your company before, and then maybe decided to hold off or whatever. So we're bringing in all of these people and building a big list off of people who are who have visited your website, your customer list, your followers, and we're showing them ads of your company again, getting back in front of them and staying in front of them because Facebook does allow you to show your ads multiple times to the same person. And so you're just staying relevant in their minds. Okay. And so that is the strategy. That is the best strategy for Facebook. Okay. For Facebook, for remodeling contractors. The other side of it, the traditional ads, where you just scroll through Facebook and you just stumble upon random ads, seemingly random. Quality of lead is typically very low. Conversion rate is typically very low. You might get a lot of clicks, you might get a lot of engagement, but it's typically low whenever it comes time to make the money, right? So, retargeting is the strategy. Okay. So why is retargeting so good and so useful? Well, because it allows you to stay in front of those people who have, come to your website already. They know who you are. They've either searched for your services and they've come in contact. And so they know who you are and they are a higher quality potential lead than just someone scrolling through Facebook. Okay. So how do you set all this up? I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm not going to take you through a step-by-step here in this webinar. The reason for that is because this webinar would be about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours long. Okay. And so what I've done, we're going to go through this here. There's a list of very simple bullet points that I made of how to do it. But then there is a good website of someone who has editing, who can explain it extremely well on just right on YouTube. And I would recommend, work smarter, not harder. You know, just go watch this video. If you are interested and want to move forward with it, watch this dude's video. Okay. If I were to explain it here, I would be spending, an hour just trying to set up, just a portion of this. Okay. And so But what you're going to do is the first step to this is you have to create something called a Facebook pixel. And a Facebook pixel, for those of you who do not know, it's a line of code that you get from Facebook and you go and post it on every page of your website. And this is what allows Facebook to take website visitors and bring them in to Facebook so that way they can then show ads to them. So this is step one. Okay, this is step one. This is very important. And so again, the Facebook pixel should be step one. You have to go in, make sure that you get it, copy it, and paste it in every page of your website. And this will allow Facebook to capture the people who come into Facebook or come into your website and then find them. I know it's kind of scary, but they will find them and then show your ad to those people. Okay. And so the way that you do this is listed out here. This is again, you can use this as your reference while you're watching this video here. All you have to do, you can come to YouTube. This is the title, How to Set Up and Install Facebook Ads. The guy who did the video his name is Ben. His videos are very good and they're very to the point and direct. And so you can pause them, go back, watch exactly what he's doing. So we again, I'm all about actionable steps. It's easier to just go to this guy's video than to come back to this webinar and try and find where we are and all of that. And I'm not very good at explaining that technical stuff. I'm good at doing it, but not really explaining it. So watch this guy's video, set up the Facebook pixel, watch what he's doing here, and we will continue. Then step two, after this. After this here, you're going to create your email list or get your email list. So you are going to upload a copy of your email list from whatever CRM you have, and then you're going to upload it to Facebook. Okay, so if you use, what is it? Builder If you use Builder whatever CRM, Go High Level, whatever CRM that you're using, just make sure that you download the list. It's pretty easy to do, but then when you upload it to Facebook, that it's a little tricky. And so, again, here is a link to a video, same guy. I'm telling you, his videos are good, and you're going to want to watch this video, and he goes over exactly how to do it. Okay, how to upload a Facebook, upload your email list to Facebook, and then use it in your email or in your retargeting campaign. Okay, and so I even put a timestamp for you here. He goes over exactly how to do this part here in this video. This video that he made was kind of long at 10 minutes and 44 seconds. And so the video is titled How to Retarget with Facebook Ads. And he kind of goes over kind of what I'm talking about, except just how to set it up. And I'd recommend watching his whole video. I'm not like, I'm just over here giving the information and he goes through how to actually set it up. But he goes over this, how to build and to get your email list into Facebook at 10 minutes and 44 seconds. And so again, we're taking the people that we have, so the email list, the website visitors, and we're bringing them into Facebook so then we can create ads and show them. Okay. So then actually creating the ad. So in this video, in the videos that I was showing you or that I told you to go watch, if you want to go and create this for yourself, in the video, he goes into how to create something called a lookalike audience. A lookalike audience is people who look like your saved customer list. Okay, so you can actually take people who have been to your website, who are on your email list, and, excuse me, create an audience based on those people. And it's called a lookalike audience because it looks like those people on your list. Do not do this. Okay. Do not do this because this takes it from a retargeting strategy to a traditional advertising strategy. Okay. If you want to do that, that's fine. You can create it, lookalike audience, they sound good, but we're pretty much just targeting homeowners in your area, which, again, might sound good showing up for every homeowner, but at the same time, I promise you, the quality of lead is pretty low. But you can do it if you want to, okay? I'm just here to make suggestions. But so, to keep it simple, I would recommend not creating a lookalike audience and just avoid that whole section of the guy's video. And so, how to actually create the ad if you have never done it, watch the guy's video. But so here's some tips for you specifically as a remodeler, and these come from me, okay, not this guy. All right, so use a video if you have it. Okay, if you have any type of video, videos always respond. The response rate to videos is so much higher on Facebook than images. So if you have a video, use it. Okay. If you do not have videos, then use something called carousel ads. Carousel ads are where you can put multiple pictures and people can scroll through and see multiple examples of your services. And so carousel ads are a good next step. It gets people to stop and scroll and take a look and see. And then also carousel ads allow you to put more copy, so more ad copy, so more words, because each carousel you can have its own headline, so you can put, any type of information that you want on each slide. And so as they're scrolling through, they can see different ad copy, and so that's good. That's very beneficial. And so unless you do so regularly, do not offer any sales or promotions. Okay. Now, remodeling is a very broad industry. The guys that I typically work with don't offer sales. Okay. They don't offer, you know, get a, you know, 20% off your kitchen remodel. Most people don't do that. And so if you don't, then don't offer that. Okay. Stick to your company's standards. Okay. You can use language like free estimate if you offer that. You can use any type of language that you think sets yourself apart. But if you use words like, if you advertise sales or, 20% off, 10% off, things like that, you're again going to be trying to get people who might be of a low quality lead. Okay. People who are like, oh, well, I can save, this much money, and again, that might be good, that you're standing out, but at the same time, it's like, at what cost? You're you're just asking for the wrong type of lead to come in. Okay. But if you do it regularly, if that's what you do, if you're quick and in and out types of services, then you can do promotions. It's all up to you and what you're comfortable with, but don't feel like you have to do that. Okay. So after that, once people come to you or they see the ad, lead them to your website or a landing page of some kind. Facebook has a new strategy, or it's not really new, it's been around for about a year or so, called the Facebook lead form. And it's where there is a form that pops up when someone clicks on your ad, a form pops up right on Facebook where they can fill out their name, information, and submit the form right there. Okay. Again, that might sound good. And it's good if you're a plumber, or if you're an exterminator. But for remodeling, I would probably say to avoid that, because again, you're asking for the wrong type of lead. Someone who's going to just, sit there, not do any research on your company, and just put in their name and email and phone number. Half the time, whenever people do that anyway, they either forget that they even did it, or they did it on accident for whatever reason, and so again, you want people who are interested, who are going to take action. And so when you make them go to your website, you are making them take next steps. Okay. You're making them go through a slightly more tedious process because the people who will go through those steps and go through that tedious process, they are more likely to actually become customers. Okay. Someone who's looking for a grass cutter, there, yeah, fill out the lead form, get as many leads as possible. Tree care business, yeah, same thing. Get as many leads as possible. But for remodeling, I wouldn't do that. You would probably be throwing money away. Okay? So, I hope that was informative. Some tips for Facebook ads here. And so again, if you've never created a Facebook ad, you don't know how to do it, watch this guy's video, how to retarget with Facebook ads from Ben Heath. Go to for this step on how to create Facebook ads, go to minute 26 26 minute and 39 seconds for him to go over this step. Okay? And so, let's talk about budget, timeline, and some other tips here. So, budget for retargeting ads. Due to the nature of retargeting and due to the fact that you are only advertising to a few hundred people, you don't have to have a large budget. Okay, you can get away with like $4 a day, $5 a day. I would not spend any more than 10, but $4 to $5 a day is plenty, okay? Because when you're doing traditional advertising on Facebook, when you're doing traditional ads on Facebook, you're showing thousands of people. You're showing, tens of thousands of people even, depending on your city and your service area. So tens of thousands of people, that's going to cost a lot more money. And so since you're showing such a low number of people, but remember, they're a high quality group of people, but since you're showing them, you only have to have a low budget, which makes this a great option for people who, are looking to branch out in some type of advertising. And so, this is something that I really, really recommend for remodelers to do because it's a good yield on not a lot of investment. Okay. So I think I said all I needed to on that. Hope this makes sense. I hope I'm not going too quickly for you guys here, but we're going to continue and talk about the timeline of results. So what can you expect? So again, this is all positives and negatives here. So one potential negative is that since this is a retargeting campaign, since these are retargeting ads, they might yield not a whole host of leads. Okay, so they might not yield a lot of leads initially. Okay, but if you have a full marketing plan and if you're doing everything else correctly, this will play a role in getting you leads. Okay, retargeting will get you leads. It's just not quite the quantity of leads that you might be expecting with traditional advertising. But again, the traditional ads on Facebook typically yield a lower quality lead. Okay. So once you understand the larger goal of a digital marketing strategy, you'll see that retargeting is a necessary piece of the overall plan. Okay. And so they are a good option. You should do them, especially like I said, since it costs, I would recommend $5 a day as a budget. Very low cost. I would recommend you do it. It is a little bit tedious setting them up, but once they're good and once they're going, it's a continuous process because Facebook will continue pulling people from your website and you can go in periodically and update your customer list on Facebook and just keep those ads going, right? What's $5 a day? 150 a month, $150 a month. That some people spend that much in a day on Google. Okay, some companies spend that much in a day, um, and so it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Okay. Now, some other methods of advertising. So I've pretty much bashed Facebook Traditional ads, just creating normal ads and showing them to everybody in your service area, pretty much bashed all that this whole time. And so, what are some suggestions? Google and local service ads. Okay. Google ads, local service ads. If you have ever tried them and you've never had success with them, I would recommend trying them again. Okay. The reason is because on Google, think about the person. What are they doing on Google? They are searching for your services. Okay. If they're done correctly and they're set up correctly, they are someone who is actively searching for your services in your area. Okay. Think back to Facebook. Think back to what we were saying there. Someone comes to Facebook, they're there to look at their family reunion pictures. They're there to upload, high school reunion pictures. Someone on Google is actively looking for your services in your area. So a good strategy, going back to the overall strategy here, a good strategy is to have local service ads running, Google ads running, having a presence on the front page of Google, and then retargeting on Facebook. Okay, so people, they click on your ad, they come to your website, they come to your landing page, they, either take action or they don't, whatever the case may be. Facebook will pull that information. It will pull those people who come to your website. And then, therefore, they will show ads to those people. Okay. And so that's kind of how this all works. That's why you can't have all your eggs in one basket. Okay. If you have just Google ads running, if you have just local service ads running, yeah, you're getting people, you're getting clicks, you're getting people to come to your website, but then you're forgetting about them. You're like they come once and then they go away and then they're gone, right? But if you retarget them, you're getting back in front of them. You're staying in front of them. They came, they learned about your business. Now you're getting in front of them again, showing them more examples, showing them more projects, showing them more information about your business. Okay. So other than retargeting, I would not recommend using Facebook because Google local service ads, even places like Nextdoor, tend to have higher quality leads than on Facebook. Okay. Now, if you really want to grow your business and you have a ton of money to put to budget, sure, put up some Facebook ads. That's fine. But make sure you have Google ads going first. Make sure you have local service ads going first. And then you can look at retargeting and then you can look at, additional Facebook ads. That's low on the totem pole. Just regular traditional Facebook ads, at least for remodelers. This is all for only home remodelers. Okay, that's what this whole webinar is based around. So, what does a full marketing plan look like? So I touched on advertising here. This involves having a good, strong website. So a website that has lots of pictures, lots of good content, videos of yourself if you're the owner, videos of you welcoming people to your company, because hiring a remodeler is a relationship. You're trying to build trust with people who come to your website, with your customers. And so have a good, strong website. Have some advertising on Google, drive traffic to your website, drive traffic of people in your area that are looking for your business. Have a strong social media presence, upload consistently on a weekly basis, either examples of new projects or information about your business. So that way, when people come to your website and they say, "Hey, I like these guys. I want to learn a little bit more. I want to see some up-to-date pictures." They will then go to your social media. They'll go to your Instagram page, they'll go to your Facebook page. And so if they see a picture from 2010, that's going to maybe drive them away. We don't know, maybe, but we don't want to take that chance. So we want to have updated content on your social media. Then we want to retarget those people who come to your website, who click on your ad. We want to make sure that we're staying in front of them and just having a good overall marketing strategy to bring in as many high quality leads as possible. Okay. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go back one more time to the guy's video. The videos, there's more than one. The video on how to set up your Facebook pixel, which again is what tracks everybody, what takes them from your from just being a website visitor and brings them into Facebook. The video is called How to Set Up and Install the Facebook Pixel in 2024. Let me show you very quickly here. This is the guy right here. You may have seen him before. Ben Heath. Do not he does a pitch here, just letting you know he does a pitch on like, hey, come let us do your Facebook ads for you. That's good and all, but he charges or he requires that you have an ad budget of $3,000 to get started. So $3,000 is a little bit more than $5 a day. So I wouldn't recommend that. But this is the guy here. So this is the video. So if it's done by this guy, then they're typically going to be very good. And so again, I apologize if you thought I was going to walk you through the steps on how to create all of these things. We'd be here all afternoon. Okay. If I were to walk you through each one of these myself. Okay. Watch the video of the guy doing it quickly. He goes through it. You can pause it. You can slow it down. You can rewind it. So that's what I would recommend. And then the other video from the same guy, how to retarget with Facebook ads. It's a longer video, but I do give you timestamps here. 10 minutes and 44 seconds. He goes over how to install the email list and how to upload that into Facebook. So that way you can then use it in your retargeting campaign. And then if you have never created Facebook ads before, he goes over how exactly to do that at 26 minutes and 39 seconds. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. My name again is Brooks Burnett. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful that you're watching or you attended live. And again, my company is Remodel Reach Marketing. If you want to talk about how we can help you set this up and how we can do this and everything that we've talked about today, if you want help with that, then just give me a call or send me an email.